Hi guys, welcome back. Jean here. All right, well, I hear the rain is starting, so we're getting some pretty good storms right now. So I'm down in the basement, so hopefully it won't bother you guys too much. I hope everybody else is doing well. You know, this time of year, we get all this lovely weather. All right, so this is a viewer request that I've had in the books for quite a while that I decided we better get it done. I'm trying to get all my viewer requests caught up. I have a few left. This one was, someone had asked how I turn the barrettes and stuff into charms. Like, most of these are from Dollar Tree. These, they had, I don't know if you can get some of these anymore, but it's like all different barrettes. I'm going to show you what you can do with these clips. So you got all these different barrettes that have all these pretties on them that, you know, I don't wear them, but I like the pretties, you know, so I'll pick up things. You get the flowers and like this little happy face one was cute. This one I just recently got from Walmart though. It was really cute. I had practiced with one just to make sure to see how that one worked, because as we talked about this, I'll show you. So what I use the clips for is, let me grab something. I have an old card sitting here. We can use that. So what I use the clips for is, and where is, here, I have this one done, is I'm going to show you how to cut the little teeth out. And then you can use them. We're going to drill a hole in the top. And you can use them in like your junk journals and stuff. I thought these ones were really, really cute. So then you can add them onto your junk journals or whatever other projects you want. And you can add some dangles on. So we're going to show you how to use them. We're going to show you how to drill holes. You guys see me drill holes before. So we're going to take these apart and show you how to drill a hole in some of these. So we're going to get to all of those. The one I've been working on this one. I've had this one for a little while. And I've been working on taking the bears off. This one is from Five Below. And I didn't want it for the clip. I wanted it for these bears. You get 14 bears on here. 14 bears on here. So stinking cute little bears that I am taking off and then drilling holes in some of them. Some of them I'll leave flat to put down onto projects. And then some of them I'm going to drill a hole in and put a eyelet in the top. But aren't those so cute? So when you're looking at barrettes and stuff, you know, take a look and see if you can do something else with it. I have very short hair. It's not going to work for me. So this is the one I'm working on right now. So we'll quickly do this one because I already have my little, very tiny, tiny little drill in there. That's the one I use for the eyelets. I have two that I pretty much use. That's for eyelets. This one's for the holes for my charms and dangles and stuff. So those are my two most important ones. So let's move this a little bit. We'll get to all these and we'll get to, I'll tell you different things you can't use and stuff. Now, you want a heat tool, which they get very hot. So you want to make sure you have something. I just use my like needle nose pliers thing. You do not want to, I was practicing on this so I could show you some of the mistakes that you can make. You do not want to hold it on it for too long because, did it melt back? No, it's just hard to open. This, you can see that the plastic itself is melting. So you can also, if you're too long, you can melt your little embellishments. So we are going to show you how you want to do this. And like, I don't need to hold on, but on these ones, I just kind of clamp it open a little bit because, so I can get in there. If I could probably try to break that apart. Let's see. I might be able to break that apart. Let me put my safety glasses on. And so it'll be easier to hold on to if I can just kind of clip this wire piece. Trying to see where the best place to clip it. Two different ones. Some of these aren't as strong as the other ones. Let's try this one. It's a pretty thick little piece here of wire. So I'm not sure if I can get it. What I can do is take this piece here, though, and then it won't hook shut. Oh, my goodness. Bend it out of the way, These ones are really hard to cut. Nope. Maybe we won't get it cut. So I'll just have to hold it open in awkward little position. Be a little harder to show you guys. Nope. Okay. All right. So we'll just kind of try to hold it open. And we'll work on this bear here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my heat gun on the back side. Don't put it on the front side. So let me get my hand in here a little bit so we can see this. And you don't need to go too long, just enough to kind of warm it up. And I just kind of hold it on the back the best I can. It's hard. You can cut those little prongies off to get in there better. And then I just do a little at a time, then see where I'm at. And then if you just kind of twist it, I can tell, and not enough. You don't want to go too much, but you don't want to break it off, so you got to get enough of it melted. Just get a hold of him and then twist. Well, we're twisting off the thing, so that's fine. That's one way to get it off of there, is we melt the plastic before we melted the other thing. So we didn't get him. Some are easier to come off than others. Nope, he's gonna need a little bit more melting, and now it should be easier because we got that out of the way. We can get in there a little better. Now, if this was metal, whoops, sorry. If this was metal, I'd be holding on to it with my other needle nose pliers because they get very hot. If you've ever used a heat gun, you know they get extremely hot. Come here. I'm going to struggle with this one. The other ones I got off quite nicely. And now we're going to struggle. Because, you know, I'm here for the people. There we go. So then, get that out of the way. So we got him off. But as you can see, this one still has some glue on the back. And if it's still warm, it might scrub off right away. Otherwise, I just keep heating it up. That's not the one. Where did he go? I don't even know where he flew to. Okay, well, we're not going to look for that one. But anyway, so just keep heating up the back a little bit. And then I just kind of scrape off all that glue. And you can see the glue is scraped off pretty good. Okay. So let's get that out of our way and get that one. I will work on all those another time to get them all off. So I will link all this stuff in the description. This is my favorite drill. I've had a couple different drills, and this one I like the best, and you always want to get a clamp. Oh, right there. You stuck on the thing. So I'll have to melt that down, and then we'll scrape all that off. So get over there. All right, so now let's put this guy, bring you down, because drilling is hard to show you guys because of my camera. And I'm just going to make sure I have the right side up. And I'm going to clamp them in here. I'll bring it up as soon as I get them in there. I'm going to get them in there nice and tight. Don't hurt him, though. Okay, so he's clamped down in there. I'm going to drill a little hole. Now, you don't want to drill too big of a hole. So we're going to put in, I'm going to put the copper one in because he's kind of brown. This one maybe. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Okay, I wiggle it to make sure. You want to make sure it's in there good. And then like I said, get your safety glasses on. Okay, now I'm going to, mine, for some reason, I have to bang it. So I know you guys aren't going to be able to see very well. I'm going to try, but it's kind of hard to do this and get you guys to see what I'm trying to drill. Okay. Okay, get the little piece out of there so you can see the hole in there. So I can take it out. And then, you know, these things are tiny whiny. So I'm going to start it. And I always drill with a drill that's smaller than whatever it is you're putting in there. Because otherwise, okay, now this gets hard for me to screw in because of my RA and stuff. So I just take my little pokey tool. See, another use for your pokey tool. And then just put it in there and just use that. See, there's lots of uses for these pokey tools, guys. And then we'll just screw it in there. All right, there we go. And now we have our little charm. Isn't he cute? Now, if you don't have any of the eyelets, you can use, is it still on the table here? Yep, here it is. Okay, you can use these veils instead. Always keep that. I got metal ones of these too, so I have them in metal and I have them in plastic. So they're flat here, and then all you do is get like some E6000, is it 6000 or 76, I believe, and just glue it down on to the back. And then you have a charm that way. So either way works just fine. Or you can leave them. Like I said, I'm gonna put the screw eyes in some of them, and some of them I'm going to leave that where I can glue it down on my projects. All right, so throw that in that one. Throw him over here so I don't lose them. All right, so next, so what I want to do is I'll do some of these, and we'll show you how easy. We'll work on these first. Show you how easy. I have a whole bunch that I've been saving up just for, we don't need to do 2 gummy bears. We'll just do 1 gummy. And what else we got? We'll do 1 of them, just 1 of those ones. We don't need to do 2. We'll do this one. There's the other gummy can go in. Oops, gummy. We have this little flower. We have these ones. Yeah, I think they're glued. And then we have these. Now, some of them are welded. So it's hard to tell in the store if they're welded because we'll start with this one. Takes, for instance, this one has a metal frame around the gem. The metal frame is welded, but the gem is not welded inside. So let me show you. And if it'll be nice if when I did the other one, it just fell right out. So I might not have to pull it out because it just fell right out. Same thing is all I'm going to do. Take my heat gun and just heat the back. So all you're doing is melting the glue that's in there. And for sure you want to do not hold that with your hand because that will, I'm going to tap on to see if we're getting anywhere. Okay, don't touch it. I'm going to use my pokey tool again and see if it's getting melted. I feel it a little bit. Okay, go a little bit more. Some take a little bit longer to do. You have patience. First one I did popped right out. I can see that it is starting up to melt there. I can hold that yet. Get down in there and see if it'll come out. There it goes. Okay, make sure it's hot yet. So let's bring it up here. And you can see we got the gem. So it doesn't have that metal frame around it. Be careful because it's still pretty warm. Doesn't have the metal frame around it, but you got that pretty gem that you can use. And then see, this part is welded down. And you can see where the glue thing was. So that's how easy that one is. These ones, they're just little clips, are so easy. They are glued down, and they usually don't take too much. Like I said, go ahead and make sure you are holding on to that with something. So these little flowers, when you see the little flowers, I forgot how many were in the pack of these. So far, all these were from Dollar Tree. So $1.25 for a pack. Most of them, whoop, I wasn't paying attention. See how fast that one fell off? Okay, now don't touch the glue side. So you can just see how fast that one. I'm going to put this over here. And it's still wet, so do not, set it down on anything until it dries, okay? So I'm going to put that one over there. Okay, this one. Now, when you're dealing with acrylic, you want to be very careful because if you hold it on too long, you'll start melting like the acrylic, and it'll misshapen. So I'm gonna get a hold of it. I just kind of go in from the sides or wherever. And then like I said, I'll test it every once in a while and just to see where we're at. If you kind of twist it, because you don't want to, gotta get a better grip on this one. I can tell it's not near ready. Just making sure. I usually don't go from the front, especially on acrylic, because you could melt that. So you've got to be very careful when you're dealing with acrylics, because it's softening up already. He wants to come off. There you go. Take your little tool in there. If you go under it, right there we go. And then you might have some glue on it yet, which I usually work on later on. And that one doesn't bother me because it's not up, it's not raised. So you have the cute little, it'll be cute on the bottom of a dangle. Okay, so we have that one. Okay, same thing. So these ones are very fragile. So when you're doing these like smaller flowers, they are a little bit more fragile. So you want to be careful when you're taking them off. Just showing you all different ones you can get off. Sometimes they'll just fall nicely off, which is what I like, but that doesn't always work. Okay, let me take a test. There we go. See, sometimes you can just pop it right on off there like I did. And don't get the glue side, because you don't want that glue on you. And there you go. Now you can use this on a project and then just put a little gem in the middle. So you get this cute little, you know, us crafters like to make things out of different things. Okay, let's go ahead and show you this one. This one has, what, 5 things on? Yep, 5 different things. So I really like it for the butterflies in the middle. Okay, let's see where I can grab onto this one. And yep, it's glued. I can see the glue. I can just get just a couple off. We don't need to try to get all of them off right now. But I've been saving these, like, you know, to show you guys. But yet I've been wanting to use some of these, so I'm like, I gotta get this video taken care of because I want to. Oh, that one's gonna fall right off. I can feel that one. And then let's see if this one will come off too. Take that one off. Okay, so it's still wet on that back side. So I want to put that, you know, I want to try not to ruin my mat. So let that dry. And then that one is, so we got one of the square ones. So that's that easy. Let's turn it upside down till they dry to get those off. And I'll work on that one later some more. We did a flower already. So did that. Get those out of the way. Okay, let's see this one. This one is definitely glued. These little pearls are cute. Okay. And then sometimes when you're buying these, this is like all one piece. So, you know, if you can't see a division in between, then it's all one piece welded together like so. You got to watch for all them, or like this one here. So this is all one piece. This went with the other one. This went with it, but it's all one piece. So I didn't take it off yet because I don't know how I would use that for sure. And that's all I have in here. Okay, let's do this one because this one, I want to see how these little pearls come off. They should just go off nicely. And get 2 of them off again. We don't need to sit here and get them all off. It doesn't take that long to do this. Just, you know, I usually, like, most of the time I'll just save them all up and sit down here and do them all together. That one don't even have no glue on it. So I get this little one off. And then do a bunch of them, you know. This one's got a lot of glue on, so I'll have to work on that later. Oh, that's cool enough. So, oh, peeled right off. That one was nice. That one was nice. It just peeled right off. But look at it. I love that little pearl with the gems all the way around. So you can use that on a project now. And this one, what can we do with this one? So this one, like, would be cute as a dangle. So I'd have to put one of these on the back. I don't have my glue down here, I don't think. Nope. So if I wanted to hang this one, I would have to just glue one of these onto the back. Like that. It just glues on, and then you can hang it. So I'm just trying to see if you can take that, you know, because it's the gem itself is concave down there. So if you wanted to lay flat on a project, you got to leave that on, but it's welded on anyways. So I like that. I like that the little pearl is going to be really cute on projects. Okay. That's going to be really cute. I love that one. Okay, they all fell off anyways. That one's probably, nope, that one needs a little bit more heat. And isn't that so adorable? So I have the cutest little, I don't know if the paint job is supposed to be like that, but they got pink in the silver. Or it's like, you know, messed up or what. Okay, let's do one more of these, and then I'll show you what we do with the, we're going to do all our drilling at the end. I'll show you what we're going to do with the other ones then. Those are fun to do. Now remember, you're acrylic, so take your time here and I haven't ruined one yet, but there's always a first for me. Okay, let's see. Whoa, that one came off nice. I don't want to touch the wet glue yet, but beautiful. Now I get this cute little thing. We'll drill into that one. Nope, not hot anymore. It's not even wet. Okay, push that aside. I'm spilling everything over. I forgot. I had a couple people ask me this, so I lost my paper. So I forgot who exactly asked for this project. But we need to cut this. But a couple people had asked how I use these as charms. So, okay, let's take the butterfly since we already did the... I just want to see if this one's going to be easy to drill a hole. We'll have to drill a hole on the side, though. The star is going to be easy. Okay, so for these, easy. And I will, after I show you one, I'll explain the other ones. So take your cutting tool, and we are just going to nip off those little teeth. All we're going to do, and it's very easy, you just put it on. Now, I always cover, but these ones really don't fly. But that flies. These teeth really don't fly too far on you, so if you cut them off, they kind of stick around here. And let's get this side. And now it goes, it's like a paper clip kind. I like a, so the teeth aren't there anymore. That's just actually the lighting makes it look like just teeth. Now, for those, I will tell you, not all of them are going to go, when you take the teeth out, are going to go flat together like that. Most of them do, but I really liked this pearl set. This was from Dollar Tree too, but look, it does not close down. So I don't know, like, I can see where this is too long. So it does not close down. I did 2 of them. This one too, and that's as far as that one closes too. So it won't stay on your project. So those ones, I thought these ones would be really nice for books, like your journals and stuff, and you can run ribbon through here. but those ones did not work. These ones did. Let's take this one's really cute. They had these. They still have some, actually. I still see some of these Easter, the bunny ones. This was in the Easter. And it's easy again just to go in there and clip those teeth off. I try to get them down as far as I can. Look at him flying. Yep. And now look how it clamps down shut tight. And it'll go on a card. Your album. We'll pretend this is our album. So now it clamps down like a, you know, like a, what are those clips called? Bulldog clips or whatever. Okay, so we have that style. Then we had these ones. They had the pack of these really cute bows. And these really cute little, I'm going to say they're a bear maybe. Could be a mouse, I don't know. Those are really cute. And the same thing. Oh, did I not do a gummy bear? We didn't do a gummy bear. I thought I did a gummy bear. So same thing, we're just going to flick these teeth off. So easy to take these teeth out. Like a shooting gallery down here, and we'll put it on so you can see that it does clamp shut tight. So you have that. So adorable. So that's how you can use those clips. Like I said, not all, and you're not going to know until you take it home if they're going to shut tight or not. So if I can find a way to make that, you know, go tighter, then I can use them. Otherwise, we'll use them for something else. So let's quick do this bear that I forgot to do, and then we'll do some drilling. I thought I did a bear. Okay, get some of that out of there. Take this back out. We'll drill one of them. And take the bow out. These little heat guns come in handy for lots of things. And it's off. He's so cute. He's the multi-variegated color one. All right, now him, again, either way, we can drill or he's a flat back. So let's get to the drilling process. We can move that out of our way a little bit. Get some of those little pieces up. All right, definitely need this. We'll start with the simple ones, you know, our acrylic wall pieces, because those are the easiest to drill at. I'm just going to lay those in there as flat as we can get them in there. Keep opening it. Like I said, you don't have one of these, you need one of these, because I don't use this only for drilling. I use it for other things too, the whole clamp down thing. Sometimes when I'm painting things too, it works well to hold things down. Like I said, make sure it's in there tight. I'm gonna hold it this way, and we just did where I drilled things, so you guys kind of seen that one before. Okay, I'm going to drill into the purple rim, because otherwise if I go into the white part, it's too far in for a jump ring. So you want to keep that in mind too. Now I'm just going to try to show you guys. So if this isn't the perfect hole, but I think I did okay. I think I did it. Okay. You can see our, whoops, I keep getting out of camera tonight again. That's because I'm watching other things. Let's put in a jump ring. Oh, I'm using the wrong drill. I forgot to change my drill bit. So that's probably not going to fit. So we're going to have to redo that. Because someone's probably yelling at me, change your drill bit. because I forgot to change out the drill bit. Come on, open up now. Open enough to get it back in there. Come on. Don't want to go too much. There we go. Okay. And make sure it's in there straight. Oh, you'll know when you start turning your drill on, because you'll see your drill going. So make sure we're in there nice and tight, and then I will test it to make sure it's in there good. Okay, let's put this back in there, because we'll never get a jump ring in that. Okay. Go. And we need this, and we need the other one, wherever the other one went. Grab out one of our jump rings. And just put it in. Clamp it down. Okay, now you have another charm. So you got that in there. So we did that. Well, I'll show you how to, those are all the same. Those we're going to glue down. So most of those will glue down. So we don't need to drill into that if we have time. So let's drill into these, because you're probably thinking, oh, how are you going to do that? Now, because I can't go in the center because there's other stuff in the center here. So we're going to put it off to one of the sides. And I guess it really doesn't matter. Now, these are a little tricky to figure out how to get them in because of how you want to drill them. So, first of all, you got to figure out how you get it go in. I think I'll go like this, and I can tip it then. I can just tip it on its side, because I've been doing that anyway, so you guys can see better. But these are hard to get in. Come on, clamp in there tight. My screw is unscrewing there. Try you this way. I got the other one in easily, and I don't know why he wants to give me trouble. With the shape of it or something. Okay, I think that's better. Nice and secure. I'm going to go in this little corner here. We got the right drill bit. And we're just going to drill a hole in there. Let's see how I can get this so you guys can kind of see again. Nope. Yeah. Let's see. I don't suggest doing this, but, you know, I'm a professional. I'm not. Okay. Ugh. So now we'll put a jump ring in there. Let's put one of our colored ones in there. Like a red one. Or blue one. That's purple. I can get a hold of one of them. Okay. Okay. This one's going to probably be too big, but that's okay. We're just showing you guys. Nothing special here. Sure, a lot of you know how to do this already. But, you know, I like to answer my viewer request. Come on, can you hold on to it, Jean, this time? Yeah. Now, you have that. And then if you want, I just grabbed, you know, I'm not going to have a matching dangle, but I just grabbed my container of dangles that I have. Oh, how about some stars? We got some stars here. And this one doesn't have the clip on, so we have to open this back up, which is okay. Just put that on there, like that. Okay, and we got some cute little stars hanging off of it. And where is our pretend journal? We have a pretend journal here. And then you can hang it on your journal. Isn't that cute? My camera is acting up, so hopefully I'm not going to lose it because of the storm. But isn't that cute? Then you can put that on, you know, your journals or any other projects. All right, so that's that one. Do we have time for one more? I'm afraid we're going to... Oh, I do want to show you the bowl. Okay, so this bowl does already have a hole right there, but it doesn't... That's not the one I did. Where's the one I did? Here we go. But because it's got all this and all that, you'd need a pretty big jump ring to get in that because all that stuff is in the way. So we're going to drill a hole right in there. Now these ones are pretty cool because they have a hole right in the middle already. So you can, this isn't the one I drilled. Where did I go? Here it is. So you can go ahead and, that's not the one either. I thought it was a blue one, but I don't know where it went. Here, purple one. So we can go ahead and let's put a purple colored one in there. And then we have the jump ring in there. And so you have your jump ring. Open it a little bit more because it's got to go in like that. There we go. Get my other... Come on, hold on. Jean is struggling with her jump rings today. All right. What do I have that'll go on this one? I don't have nothing Eastery. I need to, oh, I do have a yellow. I have a yellow bunny. Do I have a different color one? I got purple. Oh, what is the purple? Oh, look at that. So we do have something Easter again. This one has a little clip on the top. So we can just clip it on. I got to fix my jump ring, but, you know, we're not going to take time to do that right now. I'm just showing you guys. Okay. Get my jump ring down there. And then we'll open him up and put him on. And there, if you make like an Easter album or something, you have the little charm on there. Isn't that cute? So something different to do with your barrettes. I'll quick show you how to drill a hole in this one. We're going to drill it right in. So we're going to drill it right in this piece here. The piece that you grab onto is where we're going to drill it. That piece. Let's get the clamp down in here. Okay, it's nice and tight because you want it nice and tight. Okay. Okay. Then go right in there. And go right in there. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. So this one, these ones would be really cute for like a kid's album. These cute little bowls for like maybe a girl's album. Let's put this one in and get a hold of one of them. They come apart. Look, no blood was shed. I didn't drill myself. Cute. I don't know what I have. I keep saying that, but then I end up finding something that works out perfect, don't I? Pretty flower. Do we have like a pretty, what color is this? Blue? A pretty blue flower maybe? Yes, we do. Oh, it has a little clip on it too, so I don't have to put a clip or open my jump ring again. And then we'll put it on our pretend album. And again, you have that. Now, you may not want to put, you know, that flower. I probably wouldn't put on there. Get that up there. My camera's being jerky because of the weather. All right, so I think we will stop there. Then, of course, your flowers, you're just going to use the, you know, glue down on your projects and stuff. But that, let's get this one out because I like that one. I like how that one turned out. I like that one. Move some of this so we can get some of this back in here. And I'll take a shot of that later. So that is how you can easily take any of your barrettes and turn them into charms. Don't forget our cute little bear because, you know, we're loving him. So we're going to get the rest of these off of there. And there he is too. So we're going to get that taken care of. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. And to whoever requested it, thank you so much. I hope you got some information out of this one. And if you have any more questions, let me know in the comments below. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.